It's strange how this one relatively small object can hold so much weight. Should I have even bought it?
The answer is no.
The plan was to be a minimalist. Have less, spend less. I clearly failed. I think it's because it felt like minimalism meant resisting my curiosity. And yeah, my curiosity won. There's something amazing about finding something like this. It's a reminder of times before digital when everything became instant and maybe just a little less fun. I am fully aware that if I wanted to keep my frugality going, that I shouldn't have gone through the thrift store in the first place. But I went and they had this camera there, which is really cool because when something like this comes in, it goes pretty quickly. People buy it up real quick. And it came with 3 different lenses that do fit on my other film camera. Because yes, now I do have 2 of them. So the question is, did I really need to buy this one?
I didn't have to buy this.
Because, I have this one, and they look super similar, right? But there is 20 years between them. So this one is from the 60s, and this one, this Praktika, is from the 80s. This Yashica is from Japan, and this Praktika is from Germany. So there are quite some differences between the two, even though they look so similar. But the good thing is that all these lenses fit on both of these machines, which I think is incredibly cool. I'm not even sure if this camera works, to be honest. There were 2 little rolls of Kodak 200 film in the bag, and I put one in there. I shot some photos outside, of course, of the baby duckies, and I will go out and go to the park and try to take some photos with this camera as well to see if it actually works. It's so easy to rationalize things like this. It's part of my new hobby, I tell myself.
You just moved out of the cool lighting. Move back. Move back, Edith, man.
It's affordable and it's sustainable to buy used instead of new. Then again, I might be justifying a pointless impulse buy. Sometimes the things we tell ourselves sound super convincing, don't they? The sun is going down and I got my 24 exposures on the camera. I did make some mistakes with the light meter. So this is an external light meter that I bought because the light meter of the camera itself isn't working. And I was just messing with the settings and stuff. I can talk about it in a different video, but in any case, I did some things wrong. So I have no clue how these photos are gonna turn out. I really hope that I have some good photos in there. I tried 3 lenses and yeah, I'm just excited to see if it worked or not. And I sound like a broken record about these film cameras, but I really do like how it forces me to slow down because there's no autofocus on it. You really do have to take your time, think about it a little bit more, like I didn't do very well this time. And that is just so nice that you're just like in nature, gets me out here and just slowing down, which is so nice. So now there's the anticipation. I'm gonna rewind the film. Hopefully I'll do it correctly, get the little roll to the store, and then we just have to wait. And that's exciting. There is no instant gratification with this. You have to wait and see if it actually turned out right. Let's keep our fingers crossed. I totally forgot that the place where I develop my film is not open on the weekend, so I had to wait 2 days to get my film developed. But today is finally the day that I'll see if these photos worked out. Okay, Finally, we have photos because this has been a whole ordeal. So first, this morning, I go to the photo shop and bring my roll there, completely thinking that it would be fine. Well, not necessarily, not fine, because I did realize one thing. So you needed to put a battery in the camera, and this Yashica is the first of its kind because it has an electronic shutter. So it doesn't work if you don't have the battery in it. But I did have the battery in it. But I think the electrics are broken or something, and it only goes at one shutter speed. So I did find that out. The only thing that you then can adjust is your aperture and not your shutter speed. So there's that. I got to the shop, got my roll there, came back to pick it up, and their machine ate my film or something. Apparently it jammed and the whole film was messed up. No! I just still don't know if this camera works or not. So they were super nice about it, and obviously it was not necessarily anything super special that I photographed, but still I was a little bit disappointed, right? But they were good about it. They gave me 2 rolls of the same film, and then I could develop the next roll for free. So what I did was I put the new roll in really quickly, so now I know for sure that the film is not expired, because before the roll of film that I had in there, I didn't know how old it was. This one is definitely not expired. So if these photos are not fantastic, then it's just operator error, or, that the camera or the lens are not fantastic. So I haven't seen these photos yet. This is my genuine reaction of how they came out. Oh, and I already see that they're really not that bad. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow. I'm impressed. The photos came out really nicely. And the sun was setting a little bit, so it was around 4:30-ish. It was actually exactly the same time as that I took the first round of photos. That we'll never know if they're good. But these ones, even though they were rushed, are pretty good. Wow! The zoom lens! It really worked out! I love these. You know what? I'm starting to figure out that I'm more of a nature photographer instead of a street photographer. Maybe that's also a function of where I hang out much. I don't hang out. Wow, this one is cool. Wow. I don't hang out much in cities. So some of them worked out really well, some of them not so much. Some of them are not that special. There's a lot to learn for me still when it comes to photography, and it's just such a nice hobby, and I'm definitely not disappointed that I got this camera. I don't feel like it's clutter. I do need to tone it down a little bit, and I don't have to get another one. Oh, unfortunately, the baby ducky photos are too dark. They were underexposed, and I kind of knew that. I knew that was gonna happen. They wouldn't work out that great, but a few are okay. Yeah, this was a good test, and in the end, this roll of photos didn't cost me anything other than doing it really, really quickly. Also, because I really wanted to get this video up and running on the channel today. So if you're watching this on 11/11, the portal is open if anybody is really into manifestation. Then, 11/11. I really wanted to get it up today. So I was running around to get these photos, and I'm super excited that the camera actually works, the mechanics work, the lenses are beautiful, because even when you look through the viewfinder, it looks a little not that great, but clearly it works. I am super excited about this buy. So, is this the start of a collection of film cameras? Something that's meaningful and fun? Or is it just clutter? Maybe it's a little bit of both. Two things can be true at the same time. I like the idea of minimalism, but I'm learning that there's value in a little bit of mess and a little imperfection. It's not just about this camera, it's about being open to discovering who we are by experimenting and making one small, unexpected choice at a time.